I know is how to be famous. I really want to be back on television.
You're gonna be back on TV. That's easy.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay.
I have no money, and I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse for Miss Wendy Williams, she just had a major breakdown, revealing that she is now broke and homeless. Apparently, Wendy has been struggling for almost 2 years now and had to move out of her luxurious New York penthouse to go live in Florida with her son. Now, this was a major shock to a lot of people because Wendy was raking in over $100 million every year from the Wendy Williams Show. And mind you, the show was running on TV for over 12 years. That's literally over $120 million. So how the hell she end up broke? Well, a lot of people, including her mother and her son, are claiming that the financial guardian who chose to manage her finances has been mismanaging her funds and secretly stealing all her money.
There have been random people around you
Stealing money from me.
getting money, whatever the case may be.
Enough.
Now, if you've been keeping up with Wendy over the past couple of months, then you've probably heard a little bit about her finances being in real bad shape as a result of her not being healthy enough to take care of herself. The rumors about her struggling started in February of 2022 when Wells Fargo decided to freeze all of Wendy's bank accounts because she was out of sound mind to handle her own money. Just a few months after that, she was thrown into rehab because she was having issues with her drinking and still battling her decade-old addiction to nose candy. A source very close to Wendy who spoke out to the U.S. Sun said, her team has not been paid since these accounts were shut. Her manager is relatively new, but there are people who have been working for her this entire time and they ain't seen a dime since those accounts were closed either. People have been floating their services to Wendy for months on end now. During this time, she was also given a temporary financial guardian, Sabrina Morrissey. Sabrina is pretty much the one who controls all of Wendy's money and decides how much Wendy gets to spend every month. That was also around the same time her serial cheating ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, decided to sue her for being behind on her alimony payments. The reason she wasn't able to pay him the alimony payments is because she ain't even in control of her own money. It's all locked up and managed by a complete stranger. In fact, Wendy's son had a sit-down interview with the U.S. Sun, and he revealed that Wendy was being taken advantage of by her financial guardian and her entire team. He accused them of not prioritizing her health and also only being focused on exploiting her so she could make them some more money. He said, I know there are all sorts of things happening that I know in her right mind she would never agree to. As hard as it is seeing her being taken advantage of, I know that if I'm making sure she's okay as a person is okay. That is the most important thing, because eventually she's gonna realize the craziness that's been going on. He added, what's been made more important by the people around her is that while her health may not be great, she needs to keep on earning income. And in my opinion, that should not be a priority at all. And whoever's been hired, they're taking advantage of someone who needs to get better. Now, after this explosive interview, we ain't hear much about Wendy again. She wasn't even spotted out around at all by any paparazzi. That was until a few weeks ago when her BFF Miss Jones revealed on her radio show that she recently went to visit Wendy at her New York penthouse but was informed by the doorman that she had moved to Florida to move with her son because her health had gotten worse.
So yesterday, Wayne made me go and visit Wendy Williams.
I made you go.
Everybody was in on
You know
it.
what? I sort of did because I kept saying, did you go? Did you go? Did you go?
And I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off.
Yeah.
So I pull up. First, I pulled up to the wrong building.
It's been a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
And I had to walk, but it was okay. And so I get there. I go inside. The door people greet me and And I said, this might be in the dark, sir, but I'm here to visit Wendy. And he shakes his head and he goes, you're a couple of months late.
Wow.
She moved. And I said, oh, and he goes, yeah, that's all I can tell you. So, I start prying. I'm like, well, did they sell the unit? Is it on the market? Because this was a fabulous duplex. Mm-hmm. And the building she was living in, which now I could tell you guys, it was supposed to be a hotel originally. Mm-hmm. And then COVID hit and they couldn't obviously, no one was supposed to be in hotels, so they sold it. And she told me how much she paid for it, and I was like, that was such a steal. It was beautiful, 2-floor, 3-bedroom unit. So I thank you, sir. And then I go and I look for the other people that, live in the building,
Right.
work in the building.
Start sleuthing.
Yup. And I got my sleuth on. And they said, well, you know what happened? She was getting better. She was coming around, and then she started getting sick again. And because her family's in Florida,
Right.
and people were coming in her circle that they weren't familiar with, and they didn't know, they couldn't get access to her when they wanted, they moved her down to Florida. So she is allegedly down in Florida with her son, recuperating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we wish her.
We do
the
wish
best.
her well.
Yeah.
Just a few days after Ms. Jones dropped this major bombshell, Lifetime dropped an explosive trailer for Wendy's upcoming 2-part documentary. This documentary is going to detail everything that Wendy's been up to the past few years. The trailer immediately sent the internet into a frenzy because Wendy and her entire family were spilling some major tea. It started off with Wendy talking about how she always wanted to be famous since she was 6 years old.
From 6 years old, all I wanted was to be famous.
The boss is walking, everybody.
Nobody can do it like Wendy. No one.
People love Wendy.
You are a star.
She was in her living room every single day for 12 years.
Yep, I guess that'll do.
And that's what people responded to, her authenticity. And then at the peak of her career, she was gone.
However, things quickly got dark because when they previewed a few confessional clips from the documentary where Wendy had a major breakdown while talking about the people who were meant to protect her and said they've done nothing but exploit her for the past few years. She also revealed that she's now severely broke and has no money to her name.
All I know is how to be famous.
I really want to be back on television.
You're gonna be back on TV. That's easy.
To find out if I'm crazy.
Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again. I have no money. And I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
I miss my family.
Random people around you,
Stealing money from me.
getting money, whatever the case may be.
Enough.
Her sister and her son Kevin Jr. also talked about how completely unfair it was that Wendy's money and her entire career are being managed by a complete stranger who didn't even care about Wendy.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always.
Wendy, make sure you look here. 1, 2, 3.
But in reality, there's something wrong going on.
As her family, we were all sitting on the sidelines watching, and she was crying out for help.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
My mom, she always talks about how she wants to work, but I feel as though she's worked enough. She has people around who are yes people and allowing this to continue.
This is all too much. Go! Drive! I have no idea where we are. This doesn't look like anything familiar.
I think she's losing memory. Have you guys noticed that?
How dare him? I control men. I weigh 138.
Anybody could look at her and tell this is not just alcohol. There's something more going on.
How many times somebody may fall down, you gotta lift them back up.
We all make choices in life. We all go through our challenges. She's still a person. No, I don't know the exact location of where she is.
I feel like the Guardian has not done a good job of protecting my mom.
My life. My life.
Right now, she's weak and vulnerable, and she needs to be around people who aren't going to take advantage of that.
I have no friends.
You know how many people come out to support you? You know how many people love you?
No, I don't.
Everything is going to be good.
I know. I think that the guardianship system is broken. We are her family, and you tell me that I'm not capable of taking care of my sister. What would you do? What should I do?
So, as y'all can see, Wendy's been going through hell for a hot minute now, and it doesn't look like things have gotten any better for her. Aside from the fact that she's barely making any money right now since her show is canceled, the little money that she has stacked up is also being managed by a complete stranger who does not have her best interests at heart. And there's nothing her family can do but sit back and watch it all happen till a judge decides she's fit enough to take back control of it. Now, as usual, people had their own thoughts to say about this mess, and they took to social media to voice it out, like this person who said, "This is gonna be hard to watch. I really miss Wendy's commentary. Her influence is definitely seen/heard in this current generation of pop culture commentators. I pray that she will get healthy in every aspect of life." Another person said, "How tragic. Having the wrong people around you with the wrong intentions, especially when you're vulnerable, never ends well. It seems she's truly struggling mentally and physically, and her court-appointed guardian seems sus." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Wendy being broke and homeless? And do y'all think her financial guardian is really the one messing with her money? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.